The silent move that makes women curious about you. Intro or hook.
Most men think attraction is about what you say, the right line, the perfect joke, the clever reply. But the truth? The move that makes women really curious about you is completely silent. No flexing, no chasing, no explaining yourself. And the crazy part is, most men do the opposite of this without realizing it, and it quietly kills attraction. In this video, I'm going to break down the silent move that flips the dynamic, why it works psychologically, and how to apply it without playing games or acting fake. If you've ever noticed that when you pull back a little, she suddenly leans in more, this is why. Let's get into it.
Part 1. Curiosity is triggered by absence, not effort.
Most men believe attraction grows the more effort they put in. More texts, more attention, more availability. It sounds logical, but attraction doesn't work on logic. It works on perception. And perception is shaped by what's missing, not what's constantly present. Curiosity is born in gaps. When something isn't fully accessible, the mind leans forward. It tries to fill in the blanks. That's why movies with mystery hold attention longer than predictable ones. The same rule applies to attraction. When you're always there, always responding instantly, always explaining your thoughts, always clarifying your intentions, you remove the unknown. There's no space for her imagination to work. She doesn't have to wonder where she stands or what you're doing, because you've already shown her everything. The silent move is learning when not to insert yourself. This doesn't mean disappearing or acting cold. It means resisting the urge to over-communicate. You don't rush to reply just to prove interest. You don't fill silence because it makes you uncomfortable. You allow pauses to exist without trying to control them. Those pauses send a quiet message. Your life continues whether or not she's watching. And that message does something powerful. It shifts the dynamic. Instead of you chasing her attention, her mind starts drifting toward you. She starts asking internal questions. What is he up to? Why didn't he respond immediately? Is he always this composed? Those questions are curiosity taking root. The moment you stop trying to be constantly present is the moment you become mentally present in her thoughts. Not because you forced it, but because you gave her space to feel it.
Part 2. The power of not reacting emotionally.
Most attraction is lost in reactions. Not big mistakes, not wrong words, but emotional overreactions that quietly signal insecurity. A delayed reply, a change in tone, a little distance. For most men, these moments trigger panic. They rush to fix, explain, or re-engage. They ask extra questions. They send follow-up texts. They try to restore the connection. But here's the truth. Emotional reactions kill curiosity. The silent move is emotional control. When you don't react immediately, you communicate stability. When you don't try to fix things that don't need fixing, you show self-trust. And when you remain calm instead of anxious, something unexpected happens. She starts paying closer attention. Why? Because emotional stillness is rare. Most people broadcast how they feel instantly. They wear their need for reassurance on their sleeve. But when you remain composed, you stand out. You become unpredictable in a good way. A woman starts wondering, why isn't he worried? Why didn't that affect him? What does he see that I don't? That curiosity doesn't come from silence alone. It comes from confidence without explanation. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending not to care. It means not handing control of your emotional state to someone else's behavior. You respond when it makes sense, not when anxiety demands it. And that restraint creates safety. When a woman senses that you're grounded, unshaken by small changes, she relaxes. And relaxed curiosity is powerful. It pulls her closer without you asking, without you chasing, without you saying a word. That's the quiet strength most men overlook, and the one women notice most.
Part 3. Being busy without announcing it.
One of the quickest ways men ruin intrigue is by trying to prove they have a life. They say things like, I'm really busy lately, or I've been grinding nonstop, or my schedule is crazy. What they don't realize is that announcing busyness feels like justification. And justification quietly signals that you want approval. The silent move is different. You don't talk about being busy. You move like someone who is. You reply when you're available, not instantly out of habit. You keep plans, but you don't rearrange your entire schedule on demand. You show up present when you're there, and unreachable when you're not. No explanations. No apologies. No speeches. This creates a subtle tension. She senses that your time is structured, that your life isn't waiting for her attention. And that sense of structure triggers curiosity, because now she has to observe you instead of being told who you are. Women are far more influenced by patterns than promises. When your behavior is consistent but not constant, it suggests purpose. And purpose is attractive because it implies direction. Here's the key. You're not withholding attention to create desire. You're simply prioritizing your life. That difference matters. When a woman feels that you enjoy her, but don't orbit her, she leans in. She starts valuing moments with you more because they're not unlimited. And scarcity, when it's natural, heightens interest. You don't need to say, "I'm busy." Your calm availability already says it for you. And the less you explain your schedule, the more space her curiosity has to fill in the blanks.
Part 4. Leaving conversations unfinished.
Most men end conversations when they run out of things to say. That's the mistake. Attraction doesn't grow at the end of conversations, it grows after them. The silent move is learning to leave while the interaction is still alive. When the energy is good, the laughter is flowing, and the connection feels warm. That's when most men stay longer than they should. They squeeze the moment dry, trying to maximize it. But in doing that, they remove anticipation. Curiosity thrives on continuation. When you exit early, not abruptly, not coldly, but with ease, you create a psychological loop. Her mind stays engaged because the experience wasn't finished. It was paused. A simple line like, "I've got to head out, we'll continue this later," does more than it seems. It signals confidence. It shows you're comfortable walking away from a good moment without fear of losing it. And that comfort is powerful. Now instead of the interaction fading away, it lingers. She replays it. She wonders when the next moment will happen. And without realizing it, she becomes emotionally invested in what comes next. This isn't about manipulation. It's about timing. Great movies don't end when everything is resolved. They end when you're eager for the sequel. Conversations work the same way. By not chasing closure, you allow curiosity to do its job. The key is intention. You're not escaping. You're choosing momentum over exhaustion. You're letting interest grow naturally instead of forcing it. When you master the art of leaving things slightly unfinished, you stop trying to hold attention. And that's when attention starts holding on to you.
Part 5. Calm detachment is magnetic.
The final silent move is the hardest for most men to master because it happens internally, not outwardly. Calm detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're not emotionally dependent on a specific outcome. You enjoy the connection, but you don't cling to it. You're present without being attached. Most men approach attraction with hidden urgency. They want reassurance. They want certainty. They want to know where they stand. And that need leaks out, even when nothing is said. The silent move is removing that urgency. When a woman senses that you're comfortable, whether things progress quickly, slowly, or not at all, something shifts. She feels freedom instead of pressure. And freedom is attractive because it allows genuine desire to emerge. Calm detachment communicates self-worth. It says your happiness isn't being negotiated in real time. You're open, but not empty. Interested, but not desperate. And that balance is rare. You don't overanalyze her messages. You don't chase clarity after every interaction. You allow things to unfold naturally, trusting your own value regardless of the result. This creates emotional safety. When someone isn't trying to control the outcome, they become easier to lean into. Curiosity grows because there's no tension coming from neediness, only presence. Ironically, the less you need attraction to happen, the more attractive you become. Because confidence without attachment feels solid. It feels grounded. And it feels real. That's the quiet magnetism most men overlook. The ability to be fully engaged, yet completely okay with letting go.
Closing. Please listen carefully.
The silent move isn't silence itself. It's restraint. It's calm. It's knowing you don't need to perform to be interesting. When you stop trying to be seen, you start being felt. And that's when curiosity does the work for you. If you want more videos like this, subscribe, like, and comment.
This is Stickman Influence. Please do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.